Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Nax. Super pleased to be bringing you the finals in ALT-Stracraft's Open Arena Tournament for this evening. We are having a phenomenal, just a phenomenal bracket today. But we are finally down to the last two. These guys are going to be battling it out for first place prize, Topher and ChitaPrime. Let me tell you, I am super excited for this matchup. Topher has been playing extremely well tonight, taking down Mystery in that last game, man. Wow, beautiful stuff from him so far. Mystery is not a picnic, that is for sure. He's no pushover, and it is a ZVZ, and Topher showing a lot of strength in that ZVZ. Now he's going to be battling it out with our Protoss player, Cheetah. Cheetah is going to be spawning as our blue. Up here in the top right-hand corner, bottom left, we do find Topher doing a little bit of extractor tricking. He's going to be our Teal Zerg. Got to love it. Good two-player map here. Daybreak tends to be extremely well balanced. Whoops. Yes, it is. Oh, Cheetah beat me to it. It kind of does look like a four-player map sometimes, just because these bases look like it could be four-player. But ChitaPrime, with his standard Forge Fast Expand. I love this guy, man. And this is this is an okay map for Forge Fast Expanding. It can be iffy, but you know what? He's very forceful, and you'll see him do Forge Fast Expanding on a lot of maps that some people are just like, not in my lifetime, brother. But he makes it happen. He's really, really good with his timings and control. It's that unit control and building placement. He doesn't have to think about where to put it. He doesn't have to look at the blocks or anything. He just gets that sucker in position. It's like he can see the blocks or something. He may even play with the blocks enabled. I don't know if you can even do that. But Topher here, going to be getting his spawning pool out. Did not go hatch first, so pool first here from Topher. We should see an expansion from him here momentarily. Looks as though Cheetah going to be in position to block this. Going to be as pesky as possible. Oh man, I'm already getting chills from the potential in this game. Cheetah tossing down his expansion very, very quickly. Should be going for his forge there momentarily. Yes, he does. Looks like it is in perfect position to be working on this wall off here. Topher does indeed get his hatchery down, this probe, holding his head low, shielding his eyes from the gaze of Cheetah, who is seriously displeased with his efforts. How come you didn't block that longer, he says. That's okay. He's probably not that mad at this probe. Now the probe is going to be fairly useful for running away from Zerglings, which is always a fun pastime. Trying to outrun Zerglings as a probe. And Cheetah's fairly happy with that, but off these guys go. Looks like his wall off back here is going extremely well. He does have to leave a little choke there in the center. Photon cannon going down. Looks like he should be able to be in range of just about every single bit of that, even right here in this little corner. And right there. Nice placement there. All in all, I like this. I like it quite a bit. Looks like that Nexus is going to complete here. And we should see some saturation there momentarily. Double gas going down in the main. Looks like both bouts complete. One did already complete, but the second we're going to complete momentarily. And the gateway here for Cheetah going to complete. We should see our cyber core going down as well. Oh, the probe died, so Cheetah did lose his game of outrun those Zerglings. That's okay. He is going to be cruising in here. Topher cruising in, I should say, with an Overlord. Going to gather up a little bit of intel. Man, this is a phenomenal final so far. Oh man, I love these guys. I love both of these players. And Cheetah, man, I love it when he comes out to play. The only time I was mentioning this earlier in the tournament, but the only time he really doesn't play our tournaments is when he's got a tournament to play that has better prize pool. So, I mean, I don't blame him, obviously, but he's so very supportive of our tournaments, and it really makes me happy. Really, really nice stuff. He's such a gentleman, too. He's always very nice in his chat. Never had any trouble with this guy, none whatsoever. He's got this second base up and running. Knows he's working on his ground weapons level 1. Topher, a phenomenal guy as well. He's relatively new, though, to our tournaments here. He's currently got his hatchery working up. He's going for a macro hatcher, so it looks like he may be going for a big roach timing push. Potentially is my guess at this point. He's going to be grabbing a gas at each base. So 2 gas all in all. Units tab going to show 34 probes to 32 drones. That economy there for Cheetah. Rockin' strong. Seems to be in fairly good shape. Going to be chrono boosting out his warp gate tech. Up here on the high ground, he's tossing down a lot of gateways. Looks like he is going to be going for a push off of 2 base here. Notice he has not grabbed his extra gas here, so I'm guessing he's not going to be teching quite yet. Probably going to get out a bunch of sentries and some zealots maybe? I don't know. We'll see. This is a slightly different build than what I'm used to. There he goes. He's taking those second gas. Usually I'm used to him getting all of his gas and getting a heck of a lot of sentries and stalkers for his initial push. That tends to be extremely effective. Looks like these Zerglings can be maintaining a little bit of map control. They did kill something, or got hit by something regardless. But a third base going down here for Topher. It's about to complete. And the tech pattern here for Topher is switching up. It is going to be a Roach Warren as well as another Evo Chamber. It's going to be grabbing those upgrades, so I was wrong. He is not going for a timing 2-base push. Could be a timing 3-base push, but he did grab that third. It is up and running and has still got a nice macro hatch here. It's going to be fairly helpful moving forward. So he's got queens here ready out, waiting for those inject cycles. Looks like he is way on top of them. I love that. I love it when players are on top of those inject cycles. And here comes your warpins for Cheetah. Notice he puts one up on the high ground, one down on the low ground, and going to be cruising in here with some zealots. Looks like he may go ahead and deny this hatchery. That's going to be a nice little snipe. Going to focus down that hatch. Here come your Lings for defense, and Topher probably saying, oh, I don't necessarily want to engage all of these zealots, but he's going to do it nonetheless. Nice little engagement here for Cheetah. He's got a concave, and a lot of those guys were not attacking. Now he's definitely going to be able to snipe this hatchery. He's going to put Topher back on 2 mining base. Interesting play here, but good snipe there from Cheetah. He is grabbing now his Blink as well as ground armor level 1, so he's got that attack level 1, really helping him focus down those buildings that much faster, and going to be pushing this attack here. He's got a great deal of units. Looks like he's not ready for it quite yet. He saw too many roaches to be super comfortable. Going to back out, wait for a couple of reinforcements, I assume. In the meantime, Topher going to be cruising out across the map with a bunch of Lings. Could potentially go for a run by here. Could be fairly effective. Oh, Lings about to get in here. Zealot popping out just in time there. Nicely done. This defense going very, very well here for Topher. Good force field going down there. I mean, for Cheetah. Beautiful stuff. And look at this. He's starting to build up a pretty substantial army here at his opponent's main. Or right outside his natural, I should say. But yeah, Topher now cruising out across the map with roaches. He's going to be out of position. Oh, no, he's not. He's not cruising out. He's not cruising out. He's just kicking it up here. Looks like he's going to try and engage at that ramp, which is not a bad idea, but he does not quite have enough units. Oh, he's going to have to kite very, very well here. Trying to deal with this. A couple Lings going to get in. Oh, but the Blink there, Blink Micro, going to get those guys back to safety. Cheetah going to split those units up. All of the Zealots did go down for Cheetah, but Topher now starting to build up a pretty substantial army here. But Cheetah now is going to have to rely on his Blink Micro, and it has been proven in the past to be extremely good. That Blink Micro going down very, very well. Losing a couple of those units here and there, but all in all, man, he seems to be in pretty dang good shape and adding a lot more of those stalkers to the mix. No expansions quite yet for Cheetah, but he is going to be fairly cost effective with these Blink stalkers here for just a little while. And that attack is going to commence here yet again. Roach is going to be getting focused down. Good Blink Micro here yet again from Cheetah. Topher trying to draw him into the fire of those spine crawlers there, but Cheetah with that Blink Micro, man, is being super effective, only losing a couple stalkers here and there. It looks like he is going to take a slight lead here. Notice he's grabbing a DT Shrine behind this, so he is going to start getting pesky, and I like this tech pattern from Cheetah. And he doesn't see any detection. He's been cruising around here. No detection. 2 base here for Topher. DTs here are going to be extremely effective moving forward. If he can hurt this economy at all of Topher, he is going to be in phenomenal shape. Blink Micro here yet again, I assume. Good Blink Micro indeed. And Cheetah going to be taking some substantial roach losses. Looks like the Spinecrawler may go down as well here momentarily. But that Blink, so cost effective right now. These roaches being like, man, I can't shoot guys any long enough to kill them. And Cheetah holding on to almost all of those stalkers thus far. Really doing a phenomenal job. Does get the Spinecrawler kill. Now blinking forward. He is feeling it. Is he even going to have time to get some DTs over here? It does not look like it. And he backed out there for just a moment. I'm actually surprised as to why. I think he could have just went ahead and taken it down. I think he wants to have his DTs as well. I don't blame him. Oh, I don't blame him. I love DTs. He's like, man, I got this DT shrine. Can I go ahead and get out some DTs here and then push instead of just win right now? And here come your DTs. He's like, yay, DTs. And I am super happy too. I love DTs. DTs in your main is one of my favorites. Oh. But going to go ahead and take these down, and Topher giving the GG. Beautiful play there from Cheetah and Topher alike, but Cheetah getting the better of him. Now it's going to be Topher's map pick for game number 2. It is a best of 5, so he's not out of it quite yet, but taking that first game down will mean something. So we'll see you guys in game number 2, so don't alt-tab, always alt-Starcraft. See you guys then. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're headed into game 2 in this matchup between here Topher and ChitaPrime, battling it out so far in the finals of this evening's Open Arena tournament. Topher losing game number 1. He is going to be our blue Zerg up here at the 12 o'clock position. Down here at the 2 o'clock position, we do find Cheetah. He is that teal Protoss player. They're going to be in close positions by air. That could come into play. Notice that Topher is going to get some early scouting done here with his Overlord. Always a nice play. We'll poke in there, find his opponent, and then potentially back out. Either that or he'll just cruise around. Who knows? See, it's so interesting to me how different players' styles can be. But let's just check and see what Cheetah going to be doing. Yes, indeed. Even on Shattered Temple, I just want everybody to notice that Cheetah does Forge Fast Expand even on this map. Tossing down that forward pylon is going to be cruising out towards his opponent's main. Momentarily, lucky for him, he is choosing the correct position. And here comes that Overlord. The Overlord now going to shoot on down here to this spot and wants to see whether or not he is walling off or Forge Fast Expanding. So a nice little play there. And I've seen this time and time again. They're like, whoa, he's Forge Fast Expanding? Really? On this map? It is not that long of a position, even in this, the close air position. It's really not that long of a rush position by ground either. It's really a relatively small 4-player map. So, they say to themselves, perhaps I will push. Do a serious push with a bunch of lings and try and take this sucker down. And Cheetah somehow makes the defense, it looks iffy the entire time, but he makes the defense happen, and all of a sudden he's like, yeah, and I've got 2 base now, you're stuck on 1, and it's going to be GG soon here fairly quickly. He's just one of those guys, man. He's got such great control. And Topher really got great control. He's got great, I think, metagame skills, and I would like to see him maybe be just a little bit more aggressive on occasion. So far from what I've seen from him, maybe it's just an off night or something like that, but no, I guess in the past he has been a little bit more aggressive, so I do take that back. It's probably just the way he's feeling tonight, maybe. But or it just could be based on the scouting, and a lot of the times you just scout and you're like, you know what, I just don't, I can't push right now. I can't be aggressive, and if that's the case, what can you do? Notice that the Nexus has gone down for Cheetah. Going to be working on his wall off here, tossing down the gateway. Seems to be gearing up in the right way. Pylon going down here as well. And an expand for Topher. Not super fast, but he did get his pool first. Taking that expansion, though, in good time. Going to be sending a couple lings out across the map. Looks as though Cheetah going to have to wall this off completely. Is working on that photon cannon there. Yep, indeed, it does get walled off tight with a gateway. He's going to evacuate this probe from that position. Go find somewhere to hide outside the main. Nice play. Link's going to be trying to beat down this gateway. It doesn't look like it is going to happen. Looks like the photon cannon go complete. No kills, though, for Cheetah. Topher now just going to be kicking it here for a little while. Wow, look at this. Cheetah not going to hide his probe. He's just going to send it over to his opponent's bane. Checking out the timing there. Ooh, he is going to do some damage potentially. Topher is absolutely going to have to catch wind of this. And he does. Cheetah probably going to cancel. Indeed, look at that control. Beautiful. I love those tense moments, but when both players do the right thing, good scouting from Topher and great control. Cancellation from Cheetah. Not skipping a beat either player, man. These guys are awesome. Cheetah going to be working seriously on his economy here. Units tab going to show he's already at 23 probes. Of course, Topher not doing bad, man. He is right there kicking at his heels. But Cheetah going to be chrono boosting that out, so he should be able to take a small lead here potentially. Oh, Stargates it is for Cheetah, so he's going to be making his play here. Indeed, it is going to be Stargates. Got his... Oh, did he cancel? Oh, looks like he did cancel that gateway and toss down a Cybercore there. Smart play. Main here with double gas. Looks like he's going to be taking some more gas down here at the natural. Cybercore still being chrono boosted out, so he's going to make a Void Ray Zealot push is my guess at this point. Void Ray Zealot can be extremely strong versus your Zerg opponents. Zealots tend to be effective against Zerg early game regardless, and so do Void Rays. So 2-base play here. Notice that he's getting this down. He's getting this up and running before the 7-minute mark. He's really pushing into this fairly quickly, I think. Notice he's going to start chrono boosting out those Void Rays. And macro hatch now for Topher in the main. Topher should be able to max out, or not max out, but definitely get up the defenses that he needs potentially in just a little while. He's just grabbing a spine crawler here. He doesn't have any spore crawlers quite yet. In fact, he doesn't even have the ability to get them. So he's going to have to consider the fact that he is going to need that. Tossing down a Roach Warren here as well, but man, he's got to catch wind of these Void Rays, and indeed he does. Here comes your first Void Ray. Just cruise out, picking up one Zergling kill, and now headed out across the map. Looks like he's going to clear out this tower in pretty good time, and now going to cruise towards his opponent's base to perform the good old-fashioned damage. 3 kills, all Zerglings. But the Void Ray nonetheless is happy to kill anything. No AA here except for a Queen. Looks like this Void Ray getting chased off here just a little bit. Queen about to get picked up. Queen not going to last too long there. Oh, more Queens coming down here for defense. Looks like the Void Ray are going to escape just barely there before those Queens are going to be in position to take that guy down. Rocks here going down. Looks like this Void are going to pick up a couple more Zergling kills. He's like, that I can handle. Queens, not so much right now. Zerglings, yes indeed. Now, Cheetah did stall production at his Stargate. Now, that's kind of interesting. No production at his Stargate quite yet. He is, well, he's rallied over here to his opponent's base, though, but no production. So he's going to be securing a third of his own. Does have a couple extra gates gone down here. Going to be grabbing his Twilight Council as well. Nice looking tech pattern here from ChitaPrime. Back here at Topher's base. He did clear out the rocks. Has not gone up here to take his third quite yet, though. Looks as though Cheetah going to be in position to deny that as well. Queen's going to come up here and clear these guys out. I think Topher knows exactly what he's got to do, but he's got to be careful. Void Ray going to back out. Good push there from Topher. Oh, almost. Void Ray charged up. Should be able to kill this hatchery. Cancelled indeed. Taking out the drone. Very nice play from Cheetah. He's going to force his opponent to bring out another. And here it comes. He knows he's not going to be able to deny that hatchery a second time with these Queens in position. But a great play there from Cheetah regardless. He did stall that for quite a while. Does have these rocks taken down. No expansion up quite yet. There's a Zergling up here ready and waiting. Notice that Topher did take down these rocks for the back door, which was a smart move there. Looks like Cheetah wants out of his base. Little does he know that he is already out of his base at this position. But he's going to take down that pylon anyway. Pylon's going to be going down up here on the high ground as well as an expand. Going down in very, very decent time here. Notice that Topher going to be gearing up for his gold. Blink coming down here from the Twilight Council. Cheetah got his robotics facility up as well, working on some observers. Look at that. We got Burrow on the way. We've got Roach Speed. We've got that missile attack level 1 on the way for Topher. Topher seems to be in fairly decent shape moving forward here. He does have a supreme supply advantage, 150 to 116 there for Cheetah. Cheetah got to be careful. Of course, he is getting fairly good unit composition and pretty decent upgrades, but I really would like to see him stay at least a little bit closer in that supply count for comfort there. But Topher doing a phenomenal job. You got to be proud of this guy. He's going to be pushing out with a heck of a lot of roaches here. And man, that is a lot of roaches. Missile attack going to be complete here fairly soon, as well as Carapace level 1 shortly behind. But Roach is going to be cruising up here to this back door. Topher with a, or sorry, Cheetah with a probe transfer. And Topher trying to figure out whether he wants to cruise up this ramp or not. Could do it. It has got a couple photon cannons here. And force fields going down. Good force fields there from Cheetah, keeping most of those guys out of the way. And some warp-ins here. Should be able to deal with this here for just a little while. Both photon cannons do go down. And he is going to have to bring the rest of his army to defend here. These guys going to try and get the snipe on this Nexus. A very smart move. And the Nexus indeed is going to go down. Topher going to try and back out here, I assume. That was a good snipe. Cheetah going to have to retake this here immediately. There he goes. And the Roaches do evacuate with their lives, however. They do have that +1 complete. Looks like a Roach Warren going down here for Topher. Chrono Boost going down on this robotics. He's going to be working on some good old-fashioned Colossus. 2 of them about to be added to this army. That's going to be a nice addition. Oh, good stuff. Does have detection there, and Topher's like, man, what the heck? How come he's killing me? He's going to try and burrow out of there. Look at that. I love Colossus. They just walk right over those force fields. He does have +2, +1 on these units. That is pretty effective here against that +1/+1 Roach. Topher, though, is about to be maxed out. He's got a heck of a lot of Roaches on the field. Notice he's grabbing +2 attack. It is on the way. Grabbing out his Spire as well. But looks like Cheetah should be in decent position to at least deny this gold hatchery. Here come your Roaches. Roach is going straight for the kill on these Colossus, but good force fields going down here. Burrow being utilized to get these guys in position here yet again. Wow, the Colossus still doing so much damage, so very effective right now. And clearing that army out. Oh my goodness. Cheetah now with a supply advantage. I cannot believe how cost effective he was with those units. Those Colossus are doing a lot of damage. How much does this one have? 6 kills on that guy, 3 on this other one. If I can grab him, there we go. The gold expand does indeed go down. Cheetah taking a 4th base behind this attack. And the Roach is trying to kill off a reinforcing Colossus. They do not get the kill. Oh, that is absolutely brutal here for Topher. Topher saying to himself, man, what the heck is happening? He's going to have to try and deal with these triple Colossi here. Just more Roaches on the way here for Topher. Oh, man. Brutal, brutal, brutal. I mean, what do you do in this position? He's got Queens with too much energy. He's missed a couple inject cycles, it looks like. Cheetah going to be sacking these Colossus here. Kind of sacking them. He's blinking up to save them there. Such a smart play. Forcing the engage. He does lose 2, but I think it's well worth it. He did basically take out the entire army of Topher there. Topher trying desperately to get this back into his favor, but man, this Colossus still on the field here with 11 kills. Roach is gearing up to try and push up this ramp, but now Cheetah up on the high ground, going to be in phenomenal shape, is streaming a heck of a lot of stalkers out across this field. Look at all these reinforcing stalkers here. Did transition out of his Colossus, and now Topher's got these Corruptors on the map. Is like, well, crap. Don't have much to do with those. Such smart play there from Cheetah. Cheetah doing so very much damage. I just don't think Topher at this point can deal with this many Stalkers out on the field. They do have Blink as well. Because you Blink Micro here. Man, beautiful stuff. Blinking forward to take down these Roaches. Phenomenal play. I love Roaches Stalkers versus Roaches. They do extra damage to Roaches. Plus 4 damage. That's 16 versus armored units, and obviously Roaches do count as armored, as you can see here. And so many units there now, and Topher giving the GG. ChitaPrime taking down 2 games in a row. Now the pressure is on Topher, who's now got to go 3 games in a row, but we will head into game number 3 here in just a moment, so don't alt-tab, always alt-Starcraft. See you guys then. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack. We do have live tournament action coming at you. As we have said before, this is the finals in tonight's Open Arena tournament from ALT-Stracraft. We are having just wonderful time so far. ChitaPrime, though, so extremely strong. Topher having a little bit of trouble. 2 games in a row now here. In Game 3, it is match point for ChitaPrime. Topher got to take this win down to stay in it. He cannot lose another match, or another game against Cheetah in this match, I should say. Topher is going to be spawning down here in the bottom right-hand corner. He is the blue Zerg. ChitaPrime going to be our teal Protoss. He's spawning down here in the bottom left. Going to be working, I assume, on a fast well, not a fast. He could go for his fast expandment. Now, this one does not have a full-sized expansion. It does have a rich Vespene Geyser, but it's missing 2 mineral patches up here, so you got to remember that. And it's half as much gas, even though you can mine it faster. It's still only half as much. So, got to be careful with that knowledge. Do not let it get out of control. Looks like Cheetah going to be sending out his scout in the incorrect direction. However, he will be figuring it out here in just a little while. Topher extractor tricking there for just a moment, and we'll see where he's going to go from here. And I'm interested to see what Cheetah is going to do. I don't know, I half expect him to go for a standard opener here because it's just so easy to take this natural in your pocket expansion there. I don't know, we'll see. Looks like some scouting here for Topher going to go down as well. Going to be cruising around the center of the map. No expands from Topher quite yet, so let's see if he's going to take it. Indeed, and he's taking the full expand here. Kind of an interesting play. But it does, I mean, like I say, it gives you 2 extra mineral patches as well as double the gas. I mean, obviously you have to commit more to get the same mining. But I still think it's a good play. But it's very easy to hold this third or this natural up here in the pocket expansion. So a lot of the times you'll see guys take that there fairly quickly as well. So I imagine Topher will probably take it as a third. Maybe around the 5 or 6, 7 minute mark max. Not a bad deal. Cheetah going to be forge fast expanding here. He does have double base already out on the field. You can do that because guess what? It is super easy. And by super easy, I mean ridiculous easy to wall this off early. Just a small choke. He can just wall this sucker clean off and then take down these destructible debris later. It is a nice, nice play for Cheetah, and indeed that appears to be exactly what he wants to do. Nice positioning of the photon cannon that will prevent these rocks from going down from the bottom side of that position. And then he should go ahead and collect, or what do you call it? I don't know. Cover this position? I can't think of the correct word. I must be getting tired. It's been a long evening, man, but I am so pumped for these matchups. Look at that. Gateway going down in that exact position there. He's got a little choke there. He didn't really need the choke, but he does have it regardless. And that is a tight wall off, even though it doesn't really look like it. This destructible debris, I think, is kind of wonky. It's smaller than it looks. Or it looks smaller than it is, I guess. But we do have some cannon rushing going down here for Cheetah. He's got it down in fairly decent time. We're canceling units here for Topher. Topher, oh, struggling just a little bit there yet again. Let's see, Control R. He did pick up 1 worker kill for Cheetah. And more going down. Looks like he is dead serious about making that happen. More photon cannons. In the meantime, units tab for Cheetah shows 22 probes. That's my song I just made up today. Ling's not going to make this happen. Defensively, looks like this guy is going to be in position to take down this photon cannon. Pretty good. These guys, though, are still in great shape. Cleaned up here for Topher. Looks like he may get the kill on this hatchery, though, before these guys go down. I think they will. We'll check back in here in just a moment. Notice that Topher, or Cheetah rather, goodness, I keep getting people confused tonight, that Cheetah going to be getting this natural expansion up and running there fairly quickly. Units tab shows that he is indeed ahead 10 harvesters right now. Looks like the hatchery indeed is going to go. Oh, it didn't! Almost, but not quite. Oh, sad. Nice. Lucky there for Topher. Good stuff. He did take out that pylon. It was a smart move. Now going to be working on these guys there fairly quickly. Cheetah's like, heck yeah, man. I can now take my probe on out of here. And this wall off has grown substantially since last we looked at it. Look at that. He's now Cheetah chrono boosting out his warp gate tech, but putting down a heck of a lot of gateways. Looks like he's going to be going for a serious push here momentarily. He's got a rocket economy, 31 probes to 25. Looks like Topher droning up just a little bit there. And here comes some units out across the field. It is going to be a lot of roaches. Only one photon cannon right now, as well as a couple units here. But with a good force field, it could push these guys back just enough to keep this this position safe. Roach is working on the rocks, a smart move. They are ranged and can keep themselves out of range, but they do reveal that guess what? Cheetah is going to have to defend. Putting down a couple extra photon cannons. Warp gate tech is about to be complete. Is going to complete long before the rocks go down. And that is going to mean warp ins for Cheetah should be here momentarily. This is close, but he should be able to defend this. That second photon cannon going to be extremely helpful. And here come your warp ins. Nice. Oh, preemptive force field, but that's okay. It's still going to come in handy. It's serving as a faux destructible debris for just a moment. Topher poking up there. Doesn't necessarily like what he sees, but I've been watching that units tab. I'm trying to see where we're going economically. Cheetah's still slightly ahead there. Back to your production tab. Notice that Cheetah transitioning into star gates, and 3 of them, I might add. Strong play here from Cheetah. Does force Topher back. Topher is going to be securing this next base. However, there is a pylon in his main, and a couple zealots here are going to get cleaned up, but a couple extra warp ins. I don't necessarily like that. Topher should be able to clean this up fairly well, but a couple roaches will go down. Wow, he's continuing to warp in here. I'm surprised Topher doesn't have this cleaned up quite yet. He needs to get some reinforcements up here. Get these guys sitting down here on the low ground. Oh wow, there's zealots down there. That's why. Cheetah's got these guys split up all over the place. Looks like he is going to get the kill on this hatchery here momentarily. 2 workers killed here for Cheetah. But he's stalling a lot of mine time, as well as going to cut off this production facility. Down goes this hatchery, and a beautiful play so far from Cheetah. Plenty of units now to clean this out. Topher is going to be able to kill off that pylon as well. But look at this. Cheetah did snipe this position as well. Wow, that is brutal. 1 mining base right now for Topher, and so many zealots all over the place, and Topher is just being bled to death right now. He's got so many pylons in his base, but he's finally going to clean all these suckers out. Not a bad little deal. But Cheetah, man, really doing a lot of work right now. And look at that. Topher just doesn't think he can make it happen. There's the GG. Well played. Cheetah taking it down 3 games in a row. Strong play from him tonight. Thanks to him. And look at that. Void Ray's out on the field now. But congratulations to Cheetah. Thanks to Topher for coming out and playing. Congratulations to him as well. He does take home some cash. It's not tons. It's only $5, but that's worth something. And so we'll all go ahead and pay these guys. And thanks to everybody out on the live stream for watching. Donut tab always on Starcraft. Check out my YouTube channel. Check out the live stream. Check out our tournaments. We've got a lot of good stuff going. And very soon there will be ALT-Stracraft.com. So we'll see you guys later. Donut tab always on Starcraft. I've said that again, but I'll say it one more time if I want. You know what? I'll do what I want. But thanks so much, everybody. I love you all. We'll see you then.